Teresa.
I'm Nicolai Corte.
I'm Danny.
My name is Morgan.
And I'm an activist fighting for full federal equality.
I'm an activist.
And I was at the National Equality March.
I was at the Equality March.
I was really impressed by the number of people that came out from all different parts of the country.
We need to really take that energy and take it back to our communities and tell them that we're ready to do this nationally.
I know that the march was the end of a lot of hard work, but it was also the beginning. It's the beginning of everyone getting together and really organizing and doing what they need to do to get equality all across the country.
We're fighting for federal equality. We want to advance a national strategy to win full equality in all matters governed by civil law in all 50 states. No longer will our status as citizens change when we cross a state boundary.
There are 1,100 laws that impact us that we don't have freedom and rights to. Unless we have federal action, we'll never have our basic rights. This marriage state by state is not the solution. It's helpful, it creates energy, but it has to be on the national level.
This movement is not about just marriage equality. It's about affirming the rights and the dignity of all people.
Despite the fact that I'm married, I'm still a second-class citizen.
Some states have equality, some states don't. Some states are just battling to have domestic partnership.
Federal equality manifests itself in so many different ways.
Every time a state wins equality, it's a really exciting thing, but then soon it's just taken away by the vote or something else.
True equality can only come with decisive, unequivocal action from the United States Congress, the United States Supreme Court, and the President.
Get to know your representative.
You know, as an elected official, I represent 300,000 people. People communicate to me all day long. That's how I know what's going on. Members of the House of Representatives are exactly the same way. You put that pressure on that member of the House of Representatives, they will listen and they will act. Write them, call them, email them, bump into them at community events. Look at their schedule. You will see that they're meeting with this group and that group in the community. Show up at those meetings. Raise your hand and say, hey, what about us?
I pay taxes, and therefore I have a say.
You want to make a list of all the folks that you need to build relationships with, from local media people to local elected officials, and then you want to engage them.
Make sure that your story is heard.
It doesn't matter what kind of experience you've got, how old you are, or where you live. Every single one of us can contribute to this.
I am a teacher. I teach elementary school kids, and I also am one of those boring SAT tutor people. At night, I do activism full-time.
My group meets at least once a week in a living room.
We do it by visiting our members of Congress in their home offices,
Rallies in my local community,
by picketing,
letter writing campaigns,
and speaking out in every creative, positive way we can think of.
Continue building new strategies to get equality all across the nation.
We need people that live in the community, that are on the ground, that can make this difference starting today. There's a place for every single person in this movement.
We're changing the strategy.
We want our basic rights and we want it now.
none of us are equal until all of us are.
The National Equality March was great, but we have to do more than just march.
Now's the time to organize.
We got the courage of our conviction.